Alright, hey, I decided to chop this video into three chunks. So the first one, which you may have seen, is the build for this character Titania. Uh, this vid, the second one, will be her solo runs, and then the third vid I'll put together will be her team runs. This way you can decide what you want to look at. You just want to look at the build? Great. You want to see some solo, how it works? You can watch that. You want to see the team action because that's your thing? Well, then you can go ahead and watch that video. Gives you some options, but I'm going to break this down. This is her. This is Titania. She is my level 50 Corruptor incarnated. She's got Energy Blast. She's got Kinetics, and she has Psychic Mastery as her three main power sets. She's fully incarnated up to, what am I, vet level 14. So I have tier 3s in all of my incarnate stuff. I've got Clarion for the meds protection. I've got support for the extra damage, accuracy, defense, which goes along with my leadership toggles. I've gone ahead and grabbed Void because that's a nice PB AoE nuke, which goes with my AoE style of buffing and destroying targets. Let me go ahead and fire up Hasten on auto. And then I've grabbed the Vanguard partial core allies, so that'll give me some extra support and help. But this character's all about buffing, blasting, damage boosting, speed boosting. So let's go ahead and run this council mission. I should be set to +2 times 6. I'm seeing level 53s already, which is not abnormal, but let's go ahead and gear up for these guys. Grab some of these Skittles, activate my stuff. With this character, it's nice just to kind of open up with Mass Hypnosis to sleep a lot of guys. Go in there, get a big old nuke. I do have some defense, not a ton. I have some resistance, not a ton. So really it's just about out damaging the enemies. I do have the Confusion Aura. I really just gotta blow stuff up before it gets you. The knockback is semi-useful for energy. Some mitigation. These guys really ran like crazy. Alright, so Kinetics, it's all about buff. Buff, buff, buff. Sleepy time again. It's gonna be hard to kind of see stuff because I'm gonna be up in the faces of these guys. Kinetics is a very clicky set. So if you don't like button mashing, then this is not a good set for you. Damn, I swear there is something up with the running of these enemies. If you've watched any of my videos, you have seen guys running for the hills every single time. I don't know if it's just council or what, but I love Siphon Speed. So open with Mass Hypnosis. Underrated power, by the way. You know, a lot of people just go for pure damage with their epics. And apparently set to +3, not +4. Well, I guess you're going to get the second mission. Uh-oh. Wasn't expecting 54s. Alright, so anyway, I was accidentally set to +3 × 8 when I first walked in. I reset the mission, but apparently it did not reset. So I guess you're going to get the full action first. Ooh, nice purple recipe with that. If you're going to play Kin, you just got to fire your heal constantly. Get rid of this boss. Juggle your targets. Easy peasy, right? Does anybody say easy peasy anymore? I don't know. So I just love this character. I think she was my first Corruptor I remade here on Homecoming. Just a buff bot, damage queen. Oops. See, the knockback is nice when you're solo. Where are they running to? Like, seriously, you guys seeing this? Look at this. One guy took off that way. I don't know if he's dead or not. That guy's like... Are they doing laps? This is ridiculous. I mean, I didn't debuff him. didn't use any fear. I think he's stuck. Alright, well. I mean, Kinetics doesn't have much in the way of defense other than offense. And if you miss, you're pretty much effed. Or if something runs out of heal range. That's Archon. That's who's over there. These damn dual buffs are annoying me. Shut that off. Who the fuck is shooting me over there? That wolf came back finally. There we go. Sniper blast is really nice on energy. These guys asleep while I click on that because it's going to break my stealth. There we go. Damn. What the frick was that? Frickin' boss. That's what it was. Alright, hold on a second. Do I have anything to get up here? No, I don't. Yeah, alright. Well, it's one of those live by the sword, die by the sword. I'm not going to res right here because these guys just clobber me. So I'm going to go to hospital, come right back. Give me a second. Alright, I'm back from the hospital. So, I've turned on my damage bonus combat attribute so I can monitor what Fulcrum Shift and Siphon Power are doing to my damage, if I'm getting to cap or not. So you can see that. I geared up with some purples and things. I had a bunch of those dual inspirations that were not helping me. And as I said, this is the first solo mission I'm running with this character. I haven't played her in a little bit. Energy Blast, Kinetics. She really just tries to outdamage her enemies. And I accidentally set this to one level higher than I was expecting. Normally I do 52 times 6 for the first mission, and then 53 times 8. That gives me a chance to kind of get warmed up, but I accidentally had set this one to 53 times 8. I walked in, I reset it. I thought I'd abandoned it and reset the mission, but apparently it didn't, so I'm getting 53s and 54s. And I just ran into a bunch of 53s. The boss there lit me up, so... But I was out of some good quality Skittles. The one thing that you just saw with Kinetics, which is its risk there, is that when you're locked in those animations of Fulcrum Shift or whatever, they're kind of on the longish side, so you can easily be siphoning or transfusing or whatever it is, and while you're in the middle of that animation, that activation, that's when you're just taking damage, damage, damage. I mean, I've got decent, you know, resistance to at least smashing and lethals in the 40s. Psi is 30 something. My AoE defense is pretty nice, you know, 30%. My other defenses are not as good, but I mean, they're not terrible. They're in the upper teens, 16, 20%, somewhere in there for melee and range. So, you know, decent mitigation. I don't have really any control other than the Worldly Confusion and the knockbacks. I'm not noticing the knockbacks doing much, which is odd. They usually do a little bit more than they have done so far. So that's one thing that's kind of throwing me off here. Usually I can knock guys flying a bit more. But anyway, let's just finish off these guys. There was a boss in there. He's hiding there. He is. So I gotta lock into this guy. Let me go ahead and get some stuff here. Go ahead and put some sleepers. I'm gonna plug this guy, why not? Got 250 on the damage. There's something wrong with these Archons too. Look, they're just standing back there doing nothing. Not that I'm complaining, but well, I guess I'm complaining. But I've noticed that too. These Archon bosses are just standing around stupid sometimes. Vampire ones. Like this guy. Look, he's just standing there doing nothing. I shot him. Still nothing. There's something wrong with this AI. And then they run. See if he's going to attack me at all. This is not normal AI behavior. Look at him go. Still running. Now he's going this way. I mean, I've seen him run and then come back to their point of origin, but he's heading down a dead alley here. Yeah, I don't know. There's something borked about these, the AI, at least on the council. All right, let me pause this. I guess I'll set it to the +2 times 6 this time and just do a comparison. I don't know. Let me see. Be right back. All right, I'm back. So I've got them set correctly this time. This is the +2 times 6. You just saw the +3 times 8 on accident first. Whatever. I did die once. I got, I think, mezzed or stunned, and there's werewolves were pounding on me, and that boss, I didn't see him, was standing in the group. I don't have much control mitigation, so I've got defense, I've got some resistance. Other than that, it's minus damage debuffing through Fulcrum Shift and Siphon Power. And just have to out damage. The one thing I do have for my opener that you've seen me use a couple times now is Mass Hypnosis. It's in the Psychic Mastery. It's an auto hit sleep, right? So they're all going to be taking a little nap. Not everybody, but a bunch of them. And I've got Clarion here for Mez Protection. So I like to put them to sleep, eat aim, go in with Fulcrum Shift. I got my damage up to 329%. About every third or fourth click, I usually hit transfusion heal. Put that group to sleep over there. Start thinning out the herd here. See if this Archon does anything after getting lumped. Oh, he's going to try to run, is what he's going to do. Again, AI, something's wrong with that. And these vampires especially. One thing I like with this build, it's got a pretty quick animations on the blasts, pretty fast recharge. So you can just keep laying down fire. The boss there he is. Let's put one in him. Soften him up a little bit. A little technique. Just kind of polish off the boss quick. That sleep, it lasted another 2 seconds. I could have finished the boss. I don't know if I have that sleep slotted. What do I have in it? Yeah, I do have it slotted for sleep. Lethargic repose. By the way, when they made all the sleeps auto hit, meanwhile the sleep sets have a bunch of accuracy, you know, kind of a waste, guys. I don't see why the sleeps had to become auto hit, to be honest with you. Make them more useful? Really? I don't know. Want to make them more useful, then they could be auto hit, or can have a high enough mag to put down a boss. Would have been nice. The Kinetics, one thing you need is high accuracy and probably high defense. Because you are going to be in melee, and you do have to hit with your powers. See, what is my interface? My interface is minus defense, minus damage. So this is more of an offensive build. Take care of defense and stack minus damage if I can. So you can routinely get over 250 on your damage boosts from Fulcrum Shift. I was hoping that the Confuse Aura would, you know, do more as far as mitigation, but it sucks, so no. That power really needs to be buffed. Maybe instead of damage, it'll give you some regen or something. I don't know. I think I got two groups here. Well, I really have no way to mitigate, so I'm just going to go in there, and I'll probably do is try to sleep a bunch of these guys over here. And then go over here on this side, Fulcrum. Try to get myself up as much damage as I can. Ooh, I almost fired at the guys in the back, too. That would have been bad. Oops. It's like 4 groups right in here. Look, I think that was 2 in the front. There's 1 right over there. And 1 on the right. That could have been... I almost oopsie blasted back here twice. I'm gonna try to maybe pull some of this crap. The guy's ever coming back. Of course, now he comes back. Maybe expand the range on the thing. Sleep, that is. Anyway, think of better ways to buff it than just, oh, it hits automatically. Because then you ruined all the sets. What's the point of the accuracy in those? I mean, if you're going to get rid of the accuracy requirement, then change the sets so that they do something else. And need accuracy, I don't know. Give maybe sleeps a slow component or a minus recharge or something. Oh, is it me or do galaxies hurt? I don't think they should do that much damage with those little puff balls they throw out. Alright, that was the second solo mission paper arc, or paper mission council. I did 53s first, 52s second. 52s really weren't that big of a deal. I did have a little bit of a scare once. The 53s, I did die once. What's weird is I've only died playing my Corruptor so far. All the other stuff I've played, blasters, brutes, controllers, 0 deaths. Corruptors, I think I've had, this is my 4th one. I think 3 of them have had deaths. So what does that tell you? Don't play Corruptors. Alright, done with this. I think I'm going to end the video here and then go ahead and get a team mission going, team missions. And I'll post all 3 of the videos as parts 1, 2, and 3. Alright, I'll be back in a bit.